MuscleTV, proudly brought to you by Maxines, for the body you want, and Maxes, because life's too short to be small.
There's no cure for this one! 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 This one! This one! This one! There's no cure for this one!
Hello everyone, I'm Tony Doherty and welcome to another huge week of MuscleTV. Sit back and relax, you're in for an absolute ripper as tonight, Master Coach Fred Liberatore is back with a fantastic and very versatile partner training routine that you can do almost anywhere. We head into the kitchen with Amanda Doherty to cook up some healthy but very tasty treats, and I can vouch for them firsthand, folks. You don't want to miss that, folks, it's sure to be a winner. First up, though, we check in with one of the Max's team members, BIG Adam McKee. As well as being the Max's Queensland sales manager, Adam is a competitive bodybuilder with a hell of a lot of training experience and knowledge. Tonight, he shares some of that with us as he takes us through a fantastic giant set for chest. Over to you, mate.
So first up, we're going to train chest. It's going to be giant sets. So a giant set is numerous number of exercises. There's no limit to how many exercises it can be. I sort of stick to the 5 to 6 mark. Rep range is, again, up to you. I prefer the 12 to 15 rep range. And then you'll do one exercise straight back onto another, then onto another, then onto another, until you've completed all exercises before you rest. So for this program, I'm going to do 3 rotations. I find that works really well for me. Some people prefer to do 4 or 5, but I find 3 is enough. It limits the amount of time in your gym so you can get home and you can get some good food into you and get growing. This kind of training works really well for me or people that have got injuries or niggling injuries. Pushing heavy weights is really, really good for your ego, but it's not much good on your joints. So trying to train around injuries is how I adapted or started training like this. The point of this whole giant set is to really focus on the contraction, squeeze the muscle as hard as you can, and don't rest. The thing is, don't rest. You want to try and just keep that blood flow going through as much as you can. The first one is going to be an incline bench press, nice and slow, focusing on the contraction, making sure that all the muscles are firing properly and just really giving it a really good squeeze. I start on incline generally because I found that with a flat bench, it actually really hurts my shoulders. Flat bench is an exercise where you can do some damage to yourself if you're not really concentrating. Because of the volume here, you want to make sure that we've got the concentration really high. Exercise 2 will be a flat bench fly. Again, you want to make sure you're focusing on the contraction. Nice and steady squeeze, nice and slow. No need to do it fast. You can hurt your shoulders if you go too fast and if you're not concentrating.
Quick tip on when you're trying to do flies, it's actually try and squeeze your elbows together, not your hands. You'll actually squeeze the chest a lot more if you try and touch your elbows.
So we're hitting a different part of the chest again. We're starting to hit the middle part of the chest, moving away from the upper part of the chest because the upper part of the chest is going to start getting very tired very quickly. So next exercise, we'll move on to a Smith machine reverse grip bench press. So again, it's a controlled exercise. You're in the Smith machine, less chance of hurting your chest or your shoulders. Being a reverse grip as well, we're actually going to use more of the upper chest again, which is a part that I feel I'm lacking in and want to really concentrate on. With a reverse grip bench press, your normal bench press is your hands are in normal position. We're going to reverse that grip and we're going to lower it down nice and slow to the middle of the chest and then push it back up again. I would only do this exercise on the Smith machine just because you do have the safeties there, and you definitely make sure that you're not going to hurt yourself because your grip may let go if you get too heavy, and at least you've got the safeties with the Smith machine. Exercise 4 is called Around the Worlds. Literally lying on your back and you've got nice light dumbbells and you push them straight up over your head and around the world, as we call it. Bring them back up to the chest again, turn around, start again. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. So what you'll be feeling is you'll actually feel, as you start the exercise, you'll feel the stretch and the pull on the top of the chest. As you get the arms down by your side, you'll feel it move to the middle of your chest, and then when you get down to the bottom and you're lifting your dumbbells back up, you'll feel in the lower part of the chest. So you just want to make sure you've got tension moving constantly down the chest, And again, making sure if your shoulders are hurting or anything like that, you're obviously going too heavy. If you can't get the weight back up to the starting position, it's too heavy and you need to drop the dumbbells. What you want to try and remember is just making sure that you're keeping your hands always facing up. So as you're going around your body, your hands are always facing up, and then when you get back to the starting position, push back up again, turn your hands over. And finishing off, we'll just be doing some old school push-ups, just to make sure we've really exhausted the chest. With the push-ups, you try and do 10 to 12 reps more often than not. Personally, I fail a lot earlier than that. Just keep going until you can't do any more. It's just a great way to finish off the whole routine and just really fill that chest nice and full of blood.